Thank you, attorney. I am very pleased to have you as my lawyer.
Okay. I want you to state to me the whole truth about this case. I want you to be very honest in all aspects and be very much particular, even in smallest details. It is a must because it will be my baseline to defend your case.
Okay, attorney. You have my full cooperation.
Shall we start now? Hearing a news case against Mrs. Antorian. They filed you a case of negligence against your profession. Tell me about you, how long you have been a nurse, and are you trained to be a nurse anesthetist for so many years?
To start with, attorney, I've been in service for 20 years. I am trained being a nurse anesthetist for 5 years. And that span of time, I can say that I can fully equip to induct the anesthesia during surgical operation. It is really the first time that I've been accused for negligence.
Can you tell me how it all started?
The story goes like this, attorney. Baby, what's that?
Baby, I prepare some breakfast for you.
Smells so good.
Baby, please don't go to work.
No.
Please.
I have scheduled for operation and I'll be the one who do anesthesia to the patient. Please try to understand.
Okay, but be here before dinner because I prepare something special for you.
Sure, I'm so excited, baby. I love you.
I love you too.
Mom, I noticed some swelling. Oh,
associate, a law graduate who assists the judge in the court with the impanelling of the jury, collection and recording of the tendered evidence, and research for writing of judgments.
I present the crown or director of public prosecution, and I am highly skilled lawyer trained in the art of establishing beyond reasonable doubt that fellow over there is guilty of the charge. I will call witnesses who will give evidence as the facts that help prove the elements of this crime.
I am the defense counsel for Celine Smith Rodriguez. I do not have to say anything if I choose not to, especially given tenuous case that the prosecution has. In the defense of my client, I will establish the prosecution is unable to prove beyond reasonable doubt that guilt of my client.
I'm the accused, and I'm not guilty.
Silence, all rise. Honorable Judge Bulmer presiding.
Good morning. Be seated.
If it pleases the court, my name is Attorney Michelle Lee, and I appear for the prosecution.
If it pleases the court, my name is Isaiah Moshwan, and I appear for the defense.
Thank you, counsel. Please read the charge to the accused.
Celine Smith Rodriguez, you have been charged under Republic Act 9173 of the Criminal Law of the Unlawful Negligence against Sophia Jones Antalian on January 3, 2009. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
It will be calling to give evidence. Would the prospective jurors please listen carefully to those names and let me know if you have any association with them. If you do, stand up.
The prosecution will be calling the victim Sophia Jones Antalian.
Do any of the jurors know the witness? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for contributing your valuable time to this important community service. I will ask you to remain seated throughout the trial and listen carefully to all the evidence given by the witness. Your role is primary to reach a verdict of guilty or not guilty in relation to the accused Mrs. Celine Smith Rodriguez based solely on what occurs at this trial. You must not let any other factors to the judgment or your deliberation. If you have any question, they may be directed to me at the bench throughout the four-person you will select. Miss Michelle Lee, you may now commence your case.
I will now call Mrs. Sophia Antalian as my first witness.
Please come forward.
Please take the Bible in your hand. Do you swear that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth, so help you God? Say, I swear.
I swear.
Please state your full name.
My name is Sophia Jones Antalian.
Thank you. Please.
Mrs. Sophia Antalian, do you know Mrs. Celine Smith Rodriguez?
Yes, I do.
Can you please tell the court how your association with the accused commenced?
Honey! Honey, what's wrong with you, honey? Honey, I will call an ambulance. Honey, where's my phone? Honey! Honey, where's it, honey? Hello? Hello, sir? We need the ambulance. We're here on Joe Street. Please hurry up. Hello, sir? Thanks.
be the problem?
I feel pain in this area, Doc.
How long have you been suffering with pain?
It's been a long week ago.
Okay, I'll order some diagnostics and some lab
Morning, Mom.
Morning.
Honey, are you okay?
No.
Are you hungry?
Yes. Excuse Mom. Mom, just wait for a while. Your physician will arrive in just a few minutes.
Okay, Mom.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Mom.
Hello there. Good morning.
Doc.
How's Sophia today?
She's asleep right now.
I need to talk to you about something, sir. It's about Sophia.
Okay. What's
That's
that?
up over here.
How was it?
Thank you. Based upon the diagnostics and lab results, we found a mass on her cervix. I'm so sorry, but she's been diagnosed with cervical cancer stage 3.
Really, Doc? Oh my God.
She needs to undergo an operation as soon as possible. If we don't make it in time, the cancer could spread throughout her body and affect her vital organs. If we can operate on her soon, we can increase the chances for her survival.
Is there any option, Doc?
I'm afraid not.
Oh my God.
We need you to sign these papers. The nurse will explain the details.
Sir, this is a consent for the operation. Please sign here.
Wait for a while. I will read this.
Okay, good. I'll schedule this operation. What's up?
Mrs. Antalian, kindly see Dr. Bautista and his clinic.
We can go home now.
I can't say so, only the doctor could answer your question.
Okay. Morning, Doc.
Good morning. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doc.
How are you feeling today, Sophia?
I'm fine, Doc.
Well, better. Based on our observations, you'll be able to go home now.
Really, Doc? Thanks, Doc. At last we can go home now.
But here's a list of medicines you need to follow.
Thanks, Doc.
Okay, Doc.
If any problems arise, just feel free to contact me.
Okay,
Okay.
Doc. Goodbye, Doc.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks, Doc.
you.
Take care.
God bless, Doc.
God bless, Doc.
Come in.
Good morning, Doc.
Morning,
Good
Doc.
morning.
I am Sophia Antalya.
I'm Dr. Samantha Brasit.
I'm Jose, the husband of...
Have a seat.
Thank you, Doc.
So, what can I do for you?
I was referred to you by Dr. Bautista.
So, you're the patient of Dr. Bautista. He just called me earlier. So, what's the problem?
Doc, I feel pain in my left arm now and then, and I don't know
Have you
why.
undergone any surgery before?
I'd undergone TAPSO last month.
Is there any factor that could precipitate your pain? Any contusion or minor injury?
As what I remember, I never had a minor injury.
Okay. So let me do some diagnostic exam for us to know your condition.
Okay, Doc.
Shall we start? With regards to your diagnostic exam, we found out that there is something wrong in your left arm, but I can't really say what it is. So I'm going to refer you to Dr. Nicole Ivan, so you must see her immediately, okay?
Okay, Doc. Sure.
Mrs. Antilian, I'm really sorry to tell you this. As what I have found out from your operation, the reason why your left arm is immovable is that all tissues in your left arm were replaced by a scar tissue. Worst is, It affects the tendons and cartilage in your left arm where motion is really impossible.
Oh my God, Doc. What will happen to me? Can we do something?
Have you seen Mrs. Rodriguez since that surgery?
No, Your Honor.
Then, when was the time you filed a case against the accused? Can you please state the reason?
I filed a case last February 8, 2009 against Mrs. Rodriguez because I want justice what happened to my left arm.
Thank you, Mrs. Antalian. There will be no more questions. That concludes my examination, Your Honor.
Do you wish to cross-examine Attorney Muswan?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mrs. Antalian, what is your association with Dr. Bautista?
He is my attending physician when I was admitted to the hospital.
So, he is your attending physician. By the way, did you really experience that pain that you were talking to while you were admitted to his care?
Maybe, Your Honor.
How can you say so?
It's not really painful that time.
But you just said a while ago that you started experiencing that pain a couple of days after you discharged from the hospital.
Yes, Your Honor.
If that's so, what you just said to us now did not collide with your first statement. I think and I believe that you are confused, Mrs.
No, I'm not.
Objection, Your Honor. The defense is trying to confuse the witness.
Objection sustained.
Again, you just said that you experienced that pain after you discharged from the hospital. In that time, did you ever try to consult the doctor?
No, not until my left arm is too painful. I can't move it.
Okay, no further question, Your Honor.
I will now call on my second witness, Dr. Samantha Brisset.
Here is the examination result taken February 1, 2009.
Then what's the result says?
Regarding to the result, there is an alteration on the growth of the tissue on her left arm, and no deformity is noted.
This result was taken last February 12, 2009 at 3:30 p.m. The result shows that the normal tissues in her left arm were being replaced by scarred tissues that makes her arm permanently disabled and immovable.
Attorney Muswan, are you ready to commence the defense case?
I would like to call on the accused, Mrs. Rodriguez, as my witness.
Please take the Bible in your hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth. So help you God. Say, I swear.
I swear.
Please state your full name.
I am Celine Smith Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Please.
Mrs. Rodriguez, what is your relationship with Mrs. Antalian?
She's our patient during this operation, Your Honor.
Any other attachments?
Then, Your Honor,
Can you tell us how long you have been a nurse?
I've been 20 years in the service, Your Honor. I received different appreciation all those years, and I'm trained different fields of my profession as being nurse anesthetist for almost 12 years.
You said you have been a nurse anesthetist. Did any other patients complain for a certain negligence or malpractice since the day you became a nurse until then?
None, Your Honor. This is my first time.
Can you tell us how long you have been a nurse anesthetist?
12 years, Your Honor. I received awards and jury recognition in our hospital as the best anesthetist in our country.
That concludes my question, Your Honor.
You can now cross-examine Attorney Lee.
Ms. Rodriguez, is it not possible that a nurse could make a mistake in doing a procedure, whether intentional or accidental?
It is possible, Your Honor, but for my 3 years of experience, it's rare to happen.
In that case, Mrs. Rodriguez, there is a possibility. Don't you think that scenario happened right now?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
You don't think so, Mrs. Rodriguez? Are you sure?
I am so sure, Your Honor.
That's all, Your Honor.
Ms. Muswan, are you ready to commence the defense case?
I would like to call on the accused, Mrs. Rodriguez, as my first witness.
Please take the Bible in your hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth? So help you God. Say, I swear.
I swear.
Please state your full name.
I am Celine Smith Rodriguez.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Mrs. Rodriguez, what is your relationship with Mrs. Antalian?
She's our patient during this operation, Your Honor.
Any other attachments?
Then, Your Honor,
Can you tell us how long you have been a nurse?
I've been 20 years in the service, Your Honor. I received different appreciation all those years, and I've trained different fields of my profession as being nurse anesthetist for almost 12 years.
You said you have been a nurse anesthetist. Did any other patients complain for a certain negligence or malpractice since the day you became a nurse until then?
None, Your Honor. This is my first time.
Can you tell us how long you have been a nurse anesthetist?
12 years, Your Honor. I received awards and jury recognition in our hospital as the best anesthetist in our country.
That concludes my question, Your Honor.
You can now cross-examine Attorney Lee.
Ms. Rodriguez, is it not possible that a nurse could make a mistake in doing a procedure, whether intentional or accidental?
It is possible, Your Honor, but for my 3 years of experience, it's rare to happen.
In that case, Mrs. Rodriguez, there is a possibility. Don't you think that scenario happened right now?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
You don't think so, Mrs. Rodriguez? Are you sure?
I am so sure, Your Honor.
That's all, Your Honor.
Your Honor, let me present to you my second witness, Dr. Ramon Isagani Bautista. Dr. Bautista, do you know Mrs. Antalian?
Yes, Your Honor. She was my patient.
She's your patient. How long she was admitted to your care?
She was under my care for a week or two.
A week or two. It was stated earlier that you were the surgeon during her operation. Is it true?
Yes, Your Honor.
So can you state to the court what happened during that operation?
Well, to what I can recall, the surgery went perfectly well. There were no complications during and after the surgery.
After the surgery. After the surgery, did Mrs. Antalian complain to you about her left arm?
No, Your Honor.
No. So, before discharge, did you examine her?
Yes, Your Honor. As to what I can recall, everything was perfectly fine. She said that she was well enough for discharge.
Can you present the court any evidence that says that she was well enough?
Yes, Your Honor. Here are the files during her admission under my care.
Can you give it to the judge?
Sure.
Well, Your Honor, that's all.
Are you prepared to give your closing address, Attorney Lee?
prosecution has the burden to prove guilt beyond reasonable doubt. To do this, I must prove that the accused through unintentionally but still physically committed the crime of negligence. As Mrs. Antalian said under oath, evidence supported by Dr. Brissett and Dr. Evans that there is a severe damage to the affected left arm which make person unable to do activities as a healthy person and partially cannot fulfill her role as human. You should find the accused guilty as charged. May it please the court.
Defense counsel, are you ready for your closing address?
May it please the court, Your Honor. Let me commence by painting a picture of Mrs. Rodriguez. She's a good wife and the best nurse nowadays. She graduated with flying colors and got work in one of the country's leading hospitals. She's trained in different aspects and areas of her profession and given a lot of recognition and appreciation. The testimony of the witnesses with regards to Mrs. Rodriguez proved that she did what she was ought to do in a correct manner and correct procedure. The evidences being presented proved that no negligence done on the part of the claimant. In any extent, I can say that she is not liable to any concern of the patient. It was not clearly proven in this court the association of the anesthetics nor the anesthesia procedure done to the claimant. By that, I remind you that the prosecution has the burden to prove guilt beyond reasonable doubt. If there is any element of doubt regarding Mrs. Rodriguez's guilt, she must be given that benefit if doubt, and you have an obligation to deliver a verdict of not guilty. Clearly, the prosecution has not proven its case, and I ask you to find the accused not guilty. That concludes my closing address, Your Honor.
That concludes the cases for the prosecution and the defense. It is my responsibilities to sum up the case. You as a jury are ultimately in charge of the facts. Anything I say is to assist you. You may disagree with me. You are, however, bound by what I say is the law. You are charged with responsibilities of determining the guilt of the accused. You must weigh up the conflicting evidence presented by 8 witnesses, decided which fact you find proven beyond reasonable doubt, if any, and reach a verdict of guilty or not guilty. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your careful deliberation. The accused is to be released. You are now dismissed.
Outside my door,